After the concrete was poured, you've got no evidence about what it looked like, but were you satisfied that the work was OK?
It was OK, and apart from one little tiny corner, which is a little bit still coming up, where obviously we didn't tie it down enough, and when we put concrete in, and it's moved up a bit. And I said, when it sets, I'll come back, it's going to be a half-an-hour job, I'll just cut it out and refill it with concrete. And he agreed with that, and when we went to come back, he wouldn't let us do it.
What was the problem?
The problem was there was concrete splashed up the wall of the house, the shed, across the bricks.
Well, that can be clear.
And it's still there today, in fact.
Well, again,
and
that can be clear. If you're talking...
actual finish... I do beg your pardon.
Listen, that can be cleaned with the help of a very large spray and a scrubbing brush, correct?
Correct.
That's not actionable. Quality of the work, maybe. You took a number of photographs at the time. You don't have photographs now. What you do have, both parties, is a whole series of photographs of what the drive looks like now, 4 years on, right?
I had the earlier photographs were taken about 6 months, 4 months after the work was completed, and it clearly shows the...
Can I see that? Now...
That is a recent one.
That's a recent crack.
Yeah.
You observed a crack straight away, and that was a crack that you were going to repair. Now, at first, what did you first observe that caused you to believe that the work had not been completed to a sufficient standard?
The actual finish on the concrete was such that too much water had been poured into it, and over the winter period, come after Christmas, when I was sweeping the driveway, I was getting shovelfuls of cement into a bag.
So, in a nutshell, and I'm going to paraphrase from your response, you say effectively 3 things. The concrete wasn't laid properly, the ground was insufficiently professionally levelled, which resulted in one very important thing, which was that now you've got pooling on that driveway, which, had it been properly laid, would never have happened. There's cracks in the concrete. You were aware of that crack, but you left the job, right? At what stage did you say to Ian, I'm going to come back and complete the work because I'm unsatisfied about the quality of the finish?
The day we laid the concrete.
It wasn't that crack.
It wasn't a crack, it was a bit of rebar.
This is a reinforcement mesh, just rising up.
Now, what do you mean by the reinforcement mesh?
When we put the concrete in, it's moved up a bit, so it's just showing out the concrete. I said, well, it's wet now, we can't do nothing about it.
Right.
So when it sets, I'll come back and I'll cut that area out. It's going to be a half-an-hour job, and I'll refill it for you.
Right.
And that'll be the end of it, and he agreed to it.
Now, you say he agreed at that stage.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I would agree that they would come back at any time to put it right, then they would get the rest of their money.
Very good. Question that I have is, why haven't they been back to the house?
I don't know.
For more Judge Rinder cases, click here. And if you've got a legal issue yourself, get in touch with us by clicking over here.